Hello and welcome to Life Admin 365. Today I'm sharing with you another bulk meal prep for the meals I made before leaving for California for my sister-in-law's engagement. I was gone only for a week, so the prep was relatively on the smaller side, about 3 to 5 servings of each of these. With that said, let me show you how I approached this meal prep. I started with soaking beans. Here I have 1.5 cup of chickpeas and 1.5 cup of whole mung beans. While they were soaking, started prepping our lunch. Started with preparing cilantro lime rice and refried beans for tacos. The previous night, I had soaked 1 cup of pinto beans and about 3/4 cups of kidney beans. And today, they were ready to be pressure cooked. And after pressure released naturally, this is how I prepared the refried beans. Transferred the cooked beans to a food processor bowl, followed by the addition of store-bought salsa and handful of cilantro. Put on the lid and pulse ground the beans to form a coarse paste. Placed pan on medium heat and to it added 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. When oil was hot, turned heat to medium-low and added 1 teaspoon cumin seeds and moved them around the pan. Then added blended paste of salsa and beans and gave everything a good stir. After a couple of minutes of cooking, added 1 to 2 teaspoons of lemon juice to the mixture, followed by sprinkling of oregano. Stirred thoroughly to combine well. Stirred the mixture every few minutes until most of the water evaporated and the mixture became firmer. Then added some chopped cilantro, adjusted for taste with salt, and gave everything a good stir. Quickly toasted whole wheat tortillas on the griddle, added shredded cheese, followed by the cooked cilantro lime rice, and prepared refried beans on the other half. Folded the tortilla in half and it was ready. Prepared 2 more such tacos and our lunch was done. After an hour of rest, started with my bulk meal prep. While most of these meals prepped were for my family to be eaten in my absence, part of tonight's dinner was shared with a friend's family. Checked on soaking chickpeas and mung beans, and looks like they were very well soaked. First it was mung beans that I pressure cooked 2 quick whistles, not 3 or 4, as I wanted them to have some bite and not become completely mushy. While the beans were pressure cooking, I started prepping cauliflower for cauliflower bhaji. Cut 1 large head of cauliflower in half, cut up each half into florets. Placed florets in lemon spiked tap water and after about 15 minutes of soaking them in this water, drained out the water and started preparing bhaji. Turned down heat to medium high and placed white base ceramic pan on it. When it got hot, added 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. When the oil was hot, added 1 teaspoon mustard seeds followed by 1 teaspoon cumin seeds. Stirred them around in the pan and then added 1/4 teaspoon of hing. Then added 6 finely chopped green chilies and 1 large finely diced red onion. Mixed everything well and sauteed until they started softening. Once they softened, added rinsed and drained out cauliflower florets. Then added 1 cup of pureed tomatoes, followed by the addition of 1/2 teaspoon turmeric and a few dashes of red chili powder. Then mix thoroughly to get cauliflower florets coated with the masala. Rinsed the blender jar with water and added it back to the pan and gave everything a good mix. Cooked uncovered for 4 to 5 minutes. Mixed once to ensure nothing was sticking to the bottom. Most of the water had been absorbed by this time, and then after a few more minutes of uncovered cooking, added in salt per taste, followed by 3/4 cup of frozen green peas. Mixed everything thoroughly and then covered and cooked for another 3 to 4 minutes. When the condensing moisture on the lid started falling back in pan, it was time to remove the lid. Uncovered the pan and gave everything a good stir. And after I was assured that the florets were almost cooked, turned off the heat, then added finely chopped cilantro and gave everything a good stir. At the last minute, I decided to add lemon juice. Once it was added, mixed everything once more. Covered and let the residual heat finish cooking. After a few minutes, uncovered pan, gave sabzi a good stir and once more checked to see that the stem portion of the florets were completely cooked. Then transferred bhaji into 2 containers. 1 portion in the black takeout container to be shared with my friend and 1 in the glass container for my family. By this time, mung beans were pressure cooked and pressure had also released, so they were ready to be turned into usal. To prepare usal, Turned on heat to medium-high and placed medium-sized pot on it. To it added 3 tablespoons of oil. When the oil got hot, added half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, followed by the addition of 6 finely chopped green chilies. When the crackling subsided, added 1 large finely chopped red onion and gave everything a good stir. Sauteed onions until they softened. Then added 5 large crushed garlic cloves and mixed them well with the sauteing onions. Then added pureed tomatoes, about 1 cup, and gave everything a good stir. When well incorporated, added half a teaspoon of turmeric and a few dashes of red chili powder and gave everything a good mix once more. Added pressure cooked mung beans and mixed them well with the masala. Rinsed the bowl with water and added it back to the beans masala. Then added 1 tablespoon goda masala, 4 to 5 amsul pieces, 2 teaspoons jaggery and salt per taste. Slowly but thoroughly mixed well and brought it to a gentle boil. Every now and then gave usal a good stir. Added finely chopped cilantro and gave everything one last stir. Turned off heat and prepared to transfer to appropriate containers. 1 portion is for sharing with my friend and the usal remaining in the pot, it's for us. So here I have cauliflower bhaji and moong usal that I will be sharing with my friend's family. While I was preparing bhaji and usal, on the side I had kept previously soaked chickpeas for pressure cooking and cooked them for 4 whistles. But to make my next meal, I had to first make the basic multi-purpose curry masala. By this time, moong usal had cooled down and I had transferred it to a container. So, I was able to use the same container for making my curry masala. Placed pot on medium heat and added 1/4 cup of oil to it. Then added 2 large roughly chopped red onions, followed by chopped cilantro stems and green chilies. Then added 2-inch peeled ginger root, 8 chopped garlic cloves, some cilantro leaves, 1 large cut up tomato, and last leftover of pureed tomatoes, about 1 cup. Mixed everything thoroughly. Then added 2 tablespoons of cumin coriander powder, salt per taste, teaspoon of turmeric and some red chili powder. Once again, gave everything a good stir. Cooked it uncovered for 6 to 8 minutes, stirring in between every few minutes. Turned off heat and after a few minutes of cooling, pureed it in my trusted Vitamix blender and had it ready to use for the next 2 meals. Cleaned up the same pot once more and used it for preparing chole. To 3 tablespoons of oil, added 1 long black cardamom and 2 bay leaves. To it added 2 cups of pureed multi-purpose curry masala and mixed it well with the spiced oil. While masala was cooking down some more, took out chickpeas from the pressure cooker. They were perfectly cooked, unlike the last few times when they turned out mushy and not good for making chole. Added these to the cooking masala. Seasoned it with pink salt per taste. Added 2 cups of water and brought it to gentle simmer. Then added 2 tablespoons of chole masala, followed by a handful of chopped cilantro. Gave everything a good stir and let it simmer for a few minutes. Turned off heat and let it come to room temperature. While chole was simmering, I started preparations for making palak paneer. Since masala was already prepared, all I had to do was blanch spinach leaves and puree them. While blanched palak was cooling and awaiting to be pureed, quickly made potato patty from pressure cooked potatoes. I had cooked these a couple days before and they were in my refrigerator waiting to be used up. Mashed peeled cooked potatoes, added finely chopped green chilies, cilantro, garlic powder, amchur powder, salt, mixed everything and formed 3 patties out of this mixture and toasted them on heated griddle to nice crispy texture. Kids had these as chaat for dinner with some of the freshly prepared chole. Unfortunately, I didn't have a picture or shot for this chaat as I completely missed recording it. While chole was cooling to room temperature, I started preparing palak paneer. Placed a white bottom pan on medium heat and added about 3 tablespoons oil. To the hot oil, added 1.5 cups of freshly prepared masala and thoroughly mixed it. Then added spinach puree and thoroughly mixed it with the masala. Cooked it uncovered for a couple minutes and then added 1/3 cup of half and half and mixed well. I was out of heavy cream, so I had to settle with half and half that I use for my everyday coffee. Anyways, thoroughly mixed pan contents and kept it for cooking uncovered. In that time, Quickly cubed 400 grams of paneer block. Added these paneer cubes to the simmering palak masala and gently mixed them in the mixture. Simmered palak paneer for few more minutes and then turned off the heat. In between preparing palak paneer, I checked on chole, and once I was assured that it was at room temperature, portioned it out in 3 containers. 1 for refrigerator to be eaten within the next couple days and 2 for freezer or to be eaten at a later time. Did the same portioning for palak paneer. 1 for immediate use and to be stored in refrigerator and 2 for later use and to be stored in freezer. Last thing to do for tonight was cleaning. Rinsed the dishes and loaded dishwasher. It was packed to the hilt. Started dishwasher, cleaned up all the living spaces, swept and mopped the floor, and my kitchen was sparkling clean and ready for next day. I had a couple of things to prep the next morning before heading to airport, and that's when I called it a night. And I'm very glad that I was able to go to bed before midnight, which was an achievement for me considering all the things that I got accomplished. After a good 6 hours of sleep, I started my day with my usual morning routine. Today, I made a double batch of pasta with red sauce. One batch was for today's boys' school lunch and the other one was to take for school after a couple of days, and it was going in the refrigerator. There were 2 other meals on my list to be made. First is Kanda Bhaji waffles as breakfast or snack. The recipe is straightforward, but it took me some time to make because I had only a single waffle maker and each waffle took good 7 minutes to cook. To 2 cups of besan or chickpea flour, I added 1/4 cup of rice flour and blended the flours. To the flours, I added the following seasonings: 2 teaspoon ajwain or carom seeds, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon red chili powder, and salt per taste. Blended all the seasonings and the flour. To this mixture, added 1/2 cup grated carrots, 1 tablespoon crushed garlic, chopped cilantro, and green chilies. To it, added 1.5 cups of chopped red onions. Tried to blend all of these as best as I could, but it was a very dense mixture. To it, added 1 cup pureed tomatoes and blended some more. Then added 3/4 cups of water. Thoroughly mixed all the ingredients. At this time, I plugged in waffle maker and electrical griddle to heat. Went back to the besan mixture and added 1/4 teaspoon baking soda to it. Mixed it thoroughly in the mixture. By this time, griddle was heated and onto it I poured a ladle full of onion besan mixture. Basically, I was making besan chilla for Milan's breakfast. While besan chillas were cooking, I started preparing waffles. Oiled heated waffle plates. Ladled onion besan mixture on the oiled bottom plate. Spread it slightly, lowered the top plate over the mixture, pressed it gently, and kept it undisturbed for full 6 minutes. By this time, bottom side of chillas were cooked enough for me to flip them so that the top side could go down and get cooked as well. Cooked the now bottom side for a couple more minutes, and once assured that it was cooked well, took them off the griddle. Went back to the waffles. It was about 6 minutes, time to open up and check on the waffle, and it had turned out perfect. Key here for making good waffles, especially eggless waffle, is to make sure that the waffle maker is not overloaded with the batter, and do not open the waffle maker for the given period of its cooking time. Did a bunch of other things in between making waffles. Prepared a couple of mascarpone ketchup sandwiches and wrapped them in foil for my long flight to California. I did have a bag of nuts and crackers in case I got too hungry, and of course an empty water bottle that I was going to fill up at gate. And here is a quick look at everything that I made, though not everything is here. The food that was already placed in the freezer, I don't have it out. There is Palak Paneer, 3 servings, 2 for freezer and 1 for refrigerator. Then there is refried beans masala. Then Moong Usal, again 3 servings. 1 I shared with my friend yesterday and 1 here will go in the fridge and the other one in the freezer. Then there is Chole, 3 servings, same storage for Palak Paneer. Cauliflower Bhaji, similar situation as with Moong Usal. Then the red sauce pasta, made 2 servings. Boys took one serving for lunch today, and 1 serving will be for a couple of days later for their lunch. Then there are onion bhajia waffles, which they will eat either for snack or for breakfast Then there is this huge batch of peanut butter banana oatmeal. It's very easy to prepare. Soak 2 cups of oatmeal in water or milk for up to 1 hour. Microwave it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Add in couple of peeled bananas, 4 tablespoons of peanut butter, half a teaspoon cinnamon powder. Mash everything to get a smooth consistency and boom, it's ready. And that's all y'all, my friend. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Do give it a big thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Liking and sharing my videos helps my channel grow. And if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe to my channel for more such recipe, meal planning and meal prepping videos. See you all in the next one.